Can you hear me now? Maybe? No? Hopefully? No? Oh, okay. Yeah, I travel. Uh, it must be really bad. I'm literally holding the camera still. So, yep. Just bored now. I could probably go out and do something, but it's not worth it. So, no, what's new with you? Working on anything special? Been wild with my job. Uh oh. Wild is never good. Why has it been wild? I'm not gonna be able to last very long like that. Oh. Hey, we got two people watching. Functional histories. Good, good. Not too bad. Functional. Could be worse. Had a crushed car explode in the shredder yesterday. Had a crushed car explode in the shredder yesterday. Holy crap, that sounds terrifying. And you have to fix it? Or is you're waiting on the person to fix it? Mine's not that bad. I mean, I am fixing a machine, but not because of that. That's a good question. Functional. Was it recorded? I wish it was. I hope it was. It'd be a good YouTube short special. It'd be a couple thousand views, probably. Oh, oh. So, well, yeah, you should have no problems then. Yeah. All I could get was the smoke and fire. I wonder why. The gas people putting propane tanks in their trunks to get more weight. Well, here's the deal. Well, at least in Indiana and Ohio, you have to put a hole in them so they don't hold any gas. You cannot remove the valve. I could be wrong, but then again, people break the law every day, so who am I kidding? The shredder exploding. I can only imagine what it sounded like. I'm sure it was pretty loud. I'm sure it scared the operator. It would scare me. Yeah, functional. I'm in a hotel, so I'm sure the Wi-Fi sucks. I'm sure it's not good. And I'm on my phone, so there ain't much I can do. I don't have a laptop or nothing down here with me. Most of the time, it's hey, we need you, and I fly out the next day. I have no time to pack it, so it's ridiculous. It was a thud, and everything shook and shook everything. Oh, okay. Victor or just Vic? Victor or just Vic? I don't get it. Victor or just my name? Oh, that's your name? Victor or just Vic? Well, I'll call you Vic. Because Victor is interesting. It's an interesting name. It's not a. I'm positive it's not a very common name. Fairly positive. It's a cool name, though. At least you got a cool name. My name's. It's not a very good name. But it works, so. It could be worse. I could be named like Elon Musk's son or whatever. AE8-76, whatever. Yeah, that guy. I know kids don't care about money, so. But I figured I'd hop on here and talk to some of y'all to cure my boredom and get some watch time. So that's always a plus. So besides the Crusher blowing up, anything interesting happening? Like you're working on any projects? Winter? Are you preparing for winter? It's what I should be doing right now, but I'm in Florida, so. Oh, oh. Thanks, Victor. However you want to say it. I will see you in the next one. I'm in Florida. I'm where Universal is. Like I'm literally minutes away. I hate it. Traffic's horrible. The people suck. Yeah. Orlando. Yep. Yep. Orlando. Working for a nutraceutical company. And it's a nightmare. But it's my nightmare, so I get to deal with it. I don't know. Florida's not all that bad. I like Florida. I just don't like this area because of the Universal Studios. Oh, the internet must be garbage. It's going in and out on here. I feel bad for you guys watching. I don't want it to be sucky, but it's this or nothing. So I figured couldn't be bad. Last job I had to make deliveries in Tampa. I had to deal with all the traffic. I'm sure. Well, like I don't know. I don't honestly. I don't know where Orlando is on a map, but I want to be close to a beach, and I'm not sure if I am. So it's kind of depressing. Either side of the state, I really don't care. Just near a beach would be nice so I can relax. I wonder if this will help. Hopefully that helps a little. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Is Tampa? Hmm. All I was told was to stay away from Route 4, and I don't know where even that's at. So, of course, this thing's gonna be all whacked out because that makes sense. Well, been live for 15 minutes already. Look at me go. Pretty sure there's another person that goes live today. I just don't remember who. Usually there's somebody that goes live on Thursdays. Excuse me. Um, mm, Pick up 4 near Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't. I know that like I got near it, and that was enough for me to not want to be on it. So yeah, but yeah, there's a. I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and I definitely know there's a couple Sunday live streams. But there's one Wednesday, but it's so big, it's not worth watching in for me. But I'm trying to think of who else live streams. I should have sworn there was one that goes on today, like eight Eastern Standard Time, right? Yeah, yeah, Eastern Standard. Yeah, Rob. Usually he'll post up um, when he'll go, and maybe I missed it. Maybe I'll go look for it. All right, Kiwi in the house, or yeah, right? Kiwi. Switch. Why am I think? Or is it Netherlands? No, anyway. Where are you from, Dean? Besides across the pond. I knew you were across the pond. Across the pond there somewhere. Clandestine film director from New Zealand. There we go. I knew you were over there somewhere. I just did not know where. So you're probably, it's 8 p.m. here. What is it there? Probably 10 o'clock? 11 o'clock? Or is it more than that? But you look trustworthy. Why are you not supposed to tell me where you live? I can't fly to you. I'm poor. Or broke, I should say. It's 1 p.m. afternoon. Hang on. How the hell does that work? Like 1 at night? Like almost 2 o'clock? Huh. Battery's getting low and it's time for me to go to bed. 4:30 comes early. Amen to that, brother. Well, have a good night. I'll talk to you in the next live stream, I'm sure. It's tomorrow here because the earth isn't flat. You sure about that? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's flat. People will tell you too. People will absolutely try and tell you it's flat. I mean, technically, if it's flat, you could just. But then again, crazier things have happened. You could be deceived, so anything's possible. Well, no one's explained it to me other than the Earth is round and it makes sense. So, who am I to judge? I don't care if the Earth is flat or round. It doesn't matter. I'll either die. I'll either die when I'm old, or I'll die from walking across the Earth and falling off. So, who cares? But you would think all these years of study and people going here and there in the world that we would people would be smart enough to see that it's a big sphere. But hey, who am I to judge? So, Dean, what is the car in your background, your picture? What is that car? Is that a Honda CRV? I'm not special. Well, Ed, I'm special Ed, but that's it. RAV4 toy motor. There's nothing wrong with Toyota. They run strong, typically. Toyota RAV4. So what is that, like your daily driver or what? 3 GSE 180 horsepower, wide angle, twin cam. So what's a race? It's a race Toyota. Is that what you're telling me? 180 horsepower for a Toyota? That's killing it. My Camry probably only makes freaking 50 horsepower. Ooh, excuse me. I'm tired. One of 3 of my SUV Jap crappers. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Japanese motors and vehicles, except the engineering and design. Mohawk 62. What's up? Just to let you know, we'll only be live here for another 10-15 minutes. And then I got to do some things. And then I'm going to jump on Rob's and Streetcars live so that we can support him. Factory 4-door with the MR2 second gen engine. They're so much fun. Like, like, if I had to choose like a couple cars that were Japanese, like favorite cars in the world, MR2 is one of them. Just hands down. I like the way they look. Even like the big boxy ones. They're cool. They're just cool. But RX-7, MR2, uh, the Datsun Fairlady Z. I don't care if it was a 240 or a 240, 260, or 280. Don't care. But one of those. I really like the Acura NSX, the first generation or whatever those are. They're kind of interesting, and the engineering. But those cars are getting out of hand. Well, RX-7s aren't bad, but they're expensive to operate. The motors cost a lot to rebuild, and that's why I don't like them. Hey, Buff, how are you, buddy? About I live one state from the Canadian border, and I'm at the bottom of the United States. So I don't know. I don't know how many miles it is, but it's enough to not want to be here. I have a 20 valve silver top JDM engine for it also. Oh, interesting. 20 valves. That's a lot of valves. Why does it have so many valves? I like the second GMR too. Quite over engineered and a little bit purple with no soul, but really competent. Okay. Yeah, that would be Acura MDX. What is the MDX? Why do I not know what that is? Oh, NSX. Okay. I was going to say NSX. Yeah. The Purio. But, yeah, I would think, obviously, I would love to have like a Nissan R34 or something like that. Or I'd even take an R33. So what I really want and will never own in my lifetime because they're so expensive. FDRX7, like just bone stock stick. I would prefer it be right hand drive, but doesn't matter. Like strained orange juice. That sounds gross. But yeah, Batmobile. Yep. So I never, probably will never own any of those cars. Uh, I will own an RX-7 again. I want one, and I'm gonna get one. So just gotta wait and see. Hey, mostly old parts. What's up? The stock AG4 MR2 engine in the States only had 112 horsepower. The Japanese 24 or 20 valve for AG makes 140 stock. Well, that's sad. Well, Dean, yeah, rotaries are they're just expensive to rebuild. Here in the States, most of the RX-7s, you got FBs, FCs, FDs are just they're out of the question. They're just too much money. But well, at least for me, for someone that's got money, it's probably cheap. But for me, they're too expensive. Um, but the FC and FB, they're not as popular. There's a lot of them, and most of them are rollers because the rotaries went out, and then people either sold them, scrapped them, started a project, and then didn't finish it, which is typical. But it is what it is. I love the zoom, zoom, zoom era FDs. Yeah, the FDs are very cool. Like I said, I'd like to own one. A lot of people say they want Toyota Supra, and I'm like, I like them, but I don't like them enough. The RX-7s are just Apex seals, but and I've not seen many people have problems with them as far as like that. Only in some of the RX-8s, like the when did they come out with an RX-8? Maybe 2000s, late 2000s. So you know, it is what it is. To go to Rob's live. But I always wanted to have a rotary, like all completely stock, just to drive around and putt into town, go to a cruise in or something. Nothing crazy. Mike Eben. What's up? How are you, buddy? We're just talking about rotary engines, stuff that I don't have. I should be talking about LS motors and turbos and stuff like that, but here we are talking about stuff that makes 100 horsepower. But who cares? It's all fun and games. Wankles. Yeah, that's right. They make a cool sound. Like, I did own an RX-7 for like, I think I owned it for a year. God, that thing just sounded cool. I, I had to clean the gas tank out and I put gas in it, and it run okay. It needed help, but it ran okay. And God, the sound was just cool. And it was just a stock 12A carbureted garbage, but it was cool. It was 12-year-old. Well, the 1982 model year JDM 1JZE came out. A super with a 2-liter cam that revved at 70. I mean, man, 165 with a few speed, 5 speed. Oh, heat is an issue. Yeah. Um, that one, I don't know if that one had any problems other than, like I said, the gas tank was blah. Like, I mean, yeah. But it ran good. Like I said, I drove it in the yard a little bit, and I missed that car ever since. I sold it. Sold it to a guy wanting to start a band. Played played music for a living. So interesting. There's a lot of cars that I'd like to own and buy. Did you see the guy kicking butt with a 2JZ and a C3 Corvette? Kicking butt and what? Like racing? Drifting? I mean, a 2JZ in any muscle car is at least interesting. Isn't C4 where they come out with the boxy rear end that nobody liked them or something? Um, I like the big boxy ones to an extent, but they're not my favorite, of course. But they're 2JZ. 2JZ, now that comes in Supras, Toyota. Man, I don't want to call them a Corolla. That's not what they are. I don't remember. Drags quarter and eighth mile. I think he was pushing almost 2,000. Holy moly! Yeah. So this wasn't no. This isn't a C3 Corvette. This is a uh, fiberglass body on a tube chassis, probably. I mean, 2,000 horsepower. That's insane. Florida currently. I'm here for work. Just enjoying the peace and quiet for now until I have to go to sleep to go back to work tomorrow. I don't know if this is. It should be considered Orlando. Like, I don't know. Florida's weird. Oh, I can highlight that stuff? Huh. I didn't know you could do that on this. Interesting. Mm. Well, I guess I want to thank everybody for watching. Like I said, I'm going to stop 5 minutes early. Yeah, it is warm in Florida, that's for sure. Used to live in Kissimmee. Someone said that name today, and I'm like, is that close? So it must be pretty close to. All right, well, everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you guys joined me. Um, when I'm on live in the next coming days, it'll be longer. I was bored, and I figured this was a good time to waste some time to. So anyway, I will see everybody in the watching.